Yeah, good afternoon. I've been very lucky in my life to meet the people I've met and to the stories I've put in my book. Yeah, you won't believe the content in the book. It's just unbelievable. You got to read it. I mean, you can get my book on Amazon. I'm going to do another book signing somewhere really nice in the city. Me and my producer. Well, I've got people like film people on my case at the minute. Yeah. I've also got people, my book writer, the ghost writer. I've got partners, other partners, and bits and pieces, and we're gonna do a big venue down the city. Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? And papers, magazines, and film people. Anyway, it's gonna be good, yeah. So I'm going to promote my book even more if I can. People obviously. So there's a lot of people that might have seen my book on Facebook and all that. Yeah, but I want people to read my book, mate. I want people to even go for Amazon or whatever. My book's just it's just so much, mate. You won't believe it when you read it. It's absolutely madness and the amount of people I've met. I used to work years ago. There's quite a lot in my book about about this, but I want to tell a story that not a lot of people know about, even in my book, because at the time I was too embarrassed in a way to say more about it. Anyway, I was in the venue Victoria, and I met a lot of people, Marvin Gaye, and bad manners. Loads madness, loads and loads and loads of gossips. Tina, I've met loads and loads of people, and wasn't head of security, but I was one. I was the massive. I was just absolutely. I had to be, I don't know, 19 and a half, 20 stone, but big, muscular as anything, yeah. And sometimes I used to wear a shirt, but you could see the shape of me, yeah. Or sometimes I used to wear a black t-shirt, black one venue Victoria, and this particular night I was wearing that, and there was two old boys, two black old boys on the stage. They play the guitar and they sing. They're fantastic. I forget their names, but they hated each other. These two, believe it or not, they're American, been doing gigs for years. So they asked me to go up to the foyer because there's people at the door trying to get in, and they wanted me down there because I was the lump, and to stop all the space in the doors and bits and pieces. So as I walked up to the foyer, there's Barbara Dickinson or Dixon, Barbara Dickinson. She's a director of Virgin Records and the venue Victoria. Richard Branson is the boss, but she's still a director. She's there with a guy, and he looked what he was. It was Freddie Mercury, but I didn't know who Freddie Mercury was at that time. So I went down to the. He looking at me all funny. I went down the steps to the gate to the foyer, to the front of the foyer, sorry, and opened the gate, opened the doors, and had to go at the people outside, and told me behave yourself. And I stood there for a bit of time, and all of a sudden Barbara Dixon said, "Mate, can I have a quick word?" I went up there, and there's Freddie Mercury. She introduced me to Freddie Mercury. As Freddie Mercury, I didn't know who he was, but when she introduced me to him, obviously then and he's talking to me, and he's saying, "I think you're absolute." I won't talk like he talks, yeah, because it gets a bit embarrassing. But he was talking to me, he couldn't believe it. He said, "You're amazing. You're amazing. How you look. You look just amazing. Look at the size of you. Look at your muscles." He said, "I'd love to kiss all the tattoos on your arms." I was like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? Because Barbara Dickinson is a director. You got to be a bit. I wanted to keep my job. I didn't want to go over the top of it. So I said, yeah, 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 whatever. Yeah, don't go. Stay there a bit. I want to talk to you. Where do you live? And this, that, and the other. Can I have your phone number? I said, look, it's a bit embarrassing. What do you want my phone number for? Well, we could have a chat. I'd have to have a talk to you. Yeah, I said, well, look, at the minute I'm busy, yeah? Bob, I've got to go down to the stage. She said, oh, okay, we'll go down to the stage. I went down to the stage. And I went down, and it's all going from my head, what he's saying to me, you know what I mean? But I'm saying to myself, fucking hell, mate, Freddie Mercury. This is like, who's like unbelievable, you know what I mean? It's like Freddie Mercury. I can't believe that he's the way he's talking to me, yeah? Anyway, I go down to the front of the venue. I'm at the door, leads into the back of the venue, yeah, where we all go and sit down. There's a couple of rooms down there, yeah. Anyway, I'm standing there, and these two old boys, they're not finishing their gig, but they're on a break. So I go in, shut the door, go downstairs, and before you know where you are, it's Freddie Mercury. He comes downstairs. There's me, Fred, Dennis, the other bouncers that run it. And we're all sitting in there. Freddie Mercury comes in, and he said, "Do you mind if I come and talk?" And, not that way, but the way he talks, I said, "Yeah, sorry, no problem. Come in." And he was just looking at me, and he just said, "Look, I'm be serious with you." He said, "You're amazing." He said, "I've never seen anybody as big as you in my life." Yeah. He said, "How old are you?" I told him. He said, "Yeah, you're only young as well, and what is this your full-time job?" And I went, "Yeah, well, actually, I work in a couple of jobs. I work in Ealing, a place called Crispin's, and I come here at night time." And, "Where do you live?" I said, "Well, I live in Lewisham." Anyway, look, he was right on it, and he said, "Look, I've asked you for your phone number. Is there any chance you give it me?" There's nothing in it, nothing. I'm not, just like, I went, "Okay, I'll give him my phone number, yeah," and like that. And as soon as I gave him my number, he was gone. He was out the door, you know. And I thought, that's it. And when I got home, someone said to me, I won't say the name, someone said to me that there's this guy, Freddie Mercury. Is it the same Freddie Mercury who's a singer? And he's been phoning you, but he talks a very gay way. Is it Freddie Mercury? I said, yeah. He wanted my number. Why did he give me your number? I said, because he wants it. There might be something in it for me. She said, like what? Like, it's a woman, isn't it? Anyway, he didn't phone me up for a couple of days, and then he phoned me up and said, listen, is it possible for me to meet you, to have a talk with you? I went, I can't see no reason why not, yeah. And he took me to Langens, to Langens. And we were sitting in Langens talking, just me, him, and and I'm a big lump and I'm with him, and I must think I'm his bodyguard or something, yeah. And he's asking me, would I like a job? And I'm saying, like, what? He said, like, I'd like you to do security work with me, for me. And he said, you'll be good, paid well, you know what I mean? And I thought to myself, that's the sort of job I've always been looking for, you know what I mean? And I went, yeah. I'm up for that, you know what I mean? I really would like that, yeah, like that. And he said, okay. He said, I'll give you my number, my home number. He said, please phone me in the next couple of days. He said, we'll have a meet. He said, and he said, and I'll tell you all about it. You're going to meet my other people, but I want you as my personal bodyguard. You know what I mean? I thought to myself, I can't believe it. I never said this in my story because I was a little bit embarrassed. He bought me all sorts of clothes, and he was like, I don't know, he just bought me so much clothes. He was like, he wasn't touchy, but he wanted to be touchy, you know what I mean? I suppose. Anyway, and what happened? I got nicked for a serious charge, and I was put away. And I was on my mind. I wasn't no bail. I was on my mind, and my girlfriend came to see me, and told me that Freddie Mercury has been in touch, and she told him what happened with me and where I am, this, that, and the other, and that was the last I heard of him. That was the last I heard of Freddie Mercury, But it was a shame because that was such a good opportunity for me. But I'd already been involved with something else before all that anyway, and then I got a big grassed up anyway, so I got put away, and that ruined my life in lots of ways. You don't know how things would have turned out. Perhaps being head of security maybe got but he was offering me really good money, money that just could not refuse. If you did, you had to be some sort of a fool. You know what I mean? But he was a proper man, mate. It was nice. It was nice to me. He wasn't. He wasn't sexually involved in that way. I thought he was a nice guy. Could see that he really was on my case big time, yeah. And they said I was a good-looking boy, wasn't I? You know what I mean? Good-looking big boy. And yeah, Freddie Mercury, mate. He was a gentleman. Stories never been told before. Obviously, there's a lot more on it that I can't really talk about. It's not for me to talk about. I don't want to talk about it. But bang, bang, well, nice one.